And good evening, everybody. This is IWE Action Money in the Bank. I am Jimmy Bly alongside Christopher Pierce and Kyle Matthews, soon to be joined by Dylan Poteet here probably later on. We're live from Orlando, Florida. And guys, it's going to be some great action tonight.
It definitely is Money in the Bank. This is what can change a career, winning Money in the Bank, cashing in anytime that you want for any championship of your choice. Oh, this is going to be a big night for somebody tonight.
I can't believe we're already at Money in the Bank once again, guys. I mean, we ended up seeing two successful cash-ins by Edge and Sasha Banks, the two previous Money in the Bank winners from last year, and now here tonight, another opportunity for someone to be able to pick their moment when they want to have a title match between now and next year.
Yep, starting things off with the women's Money in the Bank match. Now, this is a little different compared to the ladder matches that you're used to seeing. We are seeing it's just going to be a 6-woman free-for-all battle royal, pretty much. And in this match, it's going to be by the winner by pinfall or submission, no elimination. So that's going to make it interesting. We saw Aaliyah, and now here comes Britt Baker. And I believe you're now being joined by Dylan Poteet. Dylan, are you warming up for your match later?
I don't think Dylan's microphone's working right now, so
Well, the first two entrants, as mentioned here, Aaliyah in the ring, Britt Baker moving away to the ring. I believe these two are making their IWE debut, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I believe Britt Baker was in a women's championship match way before.
Okay.
And Aaliyah, I think you're right about that one.
It's good to have both of them here in IWE, and a big opportunity for both of them tonight to try to walk away with that Money in the Bank briefcase. As Christopher mentioned early on, Sasha Banks, the current IWE Women's Champion, thanks to winning Money in the Bank.
Yeah, absolutely. Dylan, you here with us now?
Hello, I'm here. Hi.
I can hear. I can hear two of you.
one's bad enough.
I know, right?
Wow.
So getting prepared for your match later on, Dylan?
I have a match? I mean, yeah, of course.
Candice LeRae making her way to the ring. Here's
Is this the first match?
Yes, this is.
Well, hi, I'm Dylan Poteet. I'm here to join the fun.
I don't think he even flew into Orlando. I think he dropped in.
He's skydove.
I think he like just jumped out of an airplane just above this arena and forgot to engage his parachute. That's the vibe I'm getting right now.
It's the Wile E. Coyote vibes.
It is.
If you like that. Is this the Money in the Bank women's match?
Yes, and it's not a ladder match. It is more of a traditional 6-person regular match. The first one to score the pinfall or submission will be the women's Money in the Bank holder.
6-pack challenge, essentially, as we have 3 of our entrants have made their way to the ring so far tonight.
Just to cover the rest of the bases, Dylan. That's a ramp, that's a ring, that's a Titantron. Anything else you need? This is a commentator's table.
Who are you again?
I can't even remember myself, so.
Oh, Kyle, you should know who this is.
Oh, yes. Cora Jade. Now, I know this is the debut right here. Cora Jade, made quite a name for herself down in NXT. Now getting a chance to show what she can do here in IWE. A great opportunity again here for the women's Money in the Bank.
Kind of seeming like we're shining the spotlight on a number of women that have either never had a match or have had only a couple of matches here in IWE. So kind of trending to an X factor, if you will, whoever ends up winning this matchup and gaining Money in the Bank. I mean, any one of these women, they win that briefcase, they're vaulted immediately into the title picture after either having none or only a couple of matches here on IWE television.
Absolutely, can't wait to see who's next. That's 4 out of 6. Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Well, I was just thinking, not a lot of the people in this match have had championship gold with Britt Baker, a former AEW Women's Champion. That's about it, but now there's Nia Jax, who is a former Women's Champion in her own right.
Well, that's a really good question. I didn't even realize he was in this game.
Game? What are you talking about?
Is this the real life?
EA Sports. It's in the game.
So,
course, Nia Jax
Question.
actually knows what it's like to be cashed in on and to lose the women's championship. Alexa Bliss did that to her back in 2018.
Yeah, I bet you would remember that.
The fact that this isn't going to be a traditional ladder match, does this maybe play more into Nia Jax's favor now? Because I would kind of feel like having the ladders involved and climbing the ladder would put her at a slight disadvantage. I don't know, but she might get matched by power by
There's
this.
another debut, another star down in NXT, Nikita Lyons. Interesting entrance here in this match, definitely.
And how about the irony, guys? The fact that coming into tonight, last year's Money in the Bank briefcase holder, who was successful in her cash-in, Sasha Banks, should be defending the title tonight, but she's got to obviously have eyes on this matchup here, knowing what you have to do to be able to win a matchup of this type, to be able to get that briefcase, and who knows? Whoever wins this matchup could cash in as early as tonight.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very stressful night if you're holding any gold here in IWE. That's for sure. So we are underway here.
And I know Dylan Pote's been begging for a question to be asked, so go ahead and ask a question, Dylan.
No, I think Christopher said I have a question, but I think he answered it a second ago. He said it. So.
Going back to what Kyle said about this being a stressful night for the champions, this is also a stressful night for Ernest Wright.
Yeah, a lot going on in this matchup. It's not, traditionally it's we have a cover already. Candice LeRae on, I believe that's Aaliyah.
Oh my lord, Nikita Lyons just throwing Candice LeRae across the ring.
Well, all I can say is I'm glad Ernest Wright's the one that's refereeing this match, because if Kyle was down there would never even be a 1 count counted.
Yeah, I would just be frozen the entire tournament or something like that.
He'd be drooling. Nikita Lyons in a
cover on maybe it was Cora Jade.
I want to do.
There's 6 competitors in this match. It's one of those times where it's hard to keep up with all the action because there's so much going on at once.
We've seen triple threats, fatal 4-ways, where you try and get at least 1 or 2 of your competitors outside the ring, make it a 1v1 matchup. But to your point there, Dylan, with there being 6 participants, it's very unlikely you're going to be able to dispose of 4 participants to the outside. I mean, there's always going to be somebody there to break up the pinfall or submission, it seems.
Well, always remember too, this is also a no DQ match, but the pinfall or submission has to happen inside the ring.
Well, most often we end up having the traditional ladder match, so how difficult was it for these 6 women to kind of strategize here? Is did Nikita Lyons go to the Sheamus School of Hard Knocks or
10 feet to
something?
the Bowdrin right there by Nikita Lyons. Wow. Malia definitely feeling it right now.
But back to the question, I mean, normally you would strategize for a ladder match, climb the ladder, retrieve the briefcase. That's not the case anymore. You're basically having to strategize for a 6-woman, 6-pack challenge, I guess we'll call it here. I mean, how is it that you have to now on the fly kind of adjust your strategy?
It's going to be definitely different on that part, because without having to climb a ladder, now you got to keep your, have your eyes more along the back of your head and all around, because one pinfall submission in the ring and suddenly the match is over. Because remember, there are no eliminations in this match. It's literally just the first one to a pinfall or submission.
Yeah, we just saw Nia Jax all by herself in the ring. I think she was looking for a ladder or something to try to climb and try to get the briefcase, but none of those are to be found.
So what you're saying is she's proving our truth.
The Lions went for leg split, but missed. I think that was Aaliyah was able to get out of the way.
Oh, a Spanish fly by Aaliyah. Goes for the cover on Nikita Lyons. Nobody in the ring and only a 1 count.
It's nearly over right there. I mean, absolutely no one had any idea that there was a pinfall.
Oh my lord!
Aaliyah, extremely athletic.
But apparently there's still rope breaks.
So,
I don't know.
Oh, whoa!
Very high. Oh, and then a standing moonsault on top of that.
Goes for a cover. Someone in the ring and able to kick out. I think that was Britt Baker.
Break the pin. That was interesting.
Yeah, she was there. Definitely able to break up that pin if she wanted
Cora
to.
Jade hammering away on Nia Jax. Hard left hands. There you see Britt Baker and Candice LeRae going at it on the outside as well, with Nikita Lyons and Aaliyah left in the ring.
A little surprised we only see Cora Jade going, oh, gotta cover here by Nikita Lyons, and there he's
Speaking of
there's
Forrest,
a
makes the
breakup.
save.
I'm a little surprised that it was just Cora Jade that was going over after Nia Jax. I would have thought that, you know, a couple of the competitors would go after the biggest competitor, try and take her out of the picture.
Oh, Britt Baker got put up
Cora
on
Jade. Oh,
the barrier there.
safer barrier? What is this, racing?
Well, maybe it's safer for people out
Nia
there in the
Jax
crowd.
making the save. Cora Jade had an attempt there on Nikita Lyons. Nia Jax making the save.
Apologize for any camera cuts or edits like that, brief stops. You know, this is YWE. This is IWE, and we still have no budget. We work with what we got.
My monitor, that's what kept it going. Good.
And I apologize for all of us here. You got all these beautiful women in the ring. It's hard for us to talk sometimes.
Well, it doesn't take beautiful women for me to not be able to talk correctly.
It just happened.
It takes a beautiful yard sale.
I was trying to give you a scapegoat there, but okay.
No, we're honest here at IWE.
It's all right. It takes a very good yard sale for Christopher to stop talking.
Honesty.
No, Christopher, the honesty is silent. IWE.
Nia Jax, but Britt Baker came in there and broke that up.
Like, she went to the top rope, did a hurricane run on Nia Jax. That was pretty impressive considering the size.
Whoa, what a DDT there.
Her head first.
There's a cover by Aaliyah.
Oh, they don't see it. We don't see it either.
I think Nikita Lyons saw it, but Candice LeRae went for something. Hit it on Cora Jade. Aaliyah a little preoccupied here.
Hey, if I
I
was
think everybody's lost it.
I would just drop blind round.
Oh, drop to hold. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, what is that called?
Cora Jade's in trouble.
The Gargano escape, I think it's called there.
Oh
And
my
Nia
goodness.
Jax breaking it
Nia
up.
Jax squishes everybody.
That's a move that Candice's husband, Johnny Gargano, does quite a bit. And
But you might want to be careful there. Remember, she did beat up a man that one time.
He was running from Nia Jax there. It looks good.
Smarter than I thought.
I don't blame him for running.
Candice LeRae is not backing down from Nia Jax. A little snap mare. The next snap right there. And Nia Jax keeps rolling.
Candice LeRae, Candice LeRae ducked under that high kick.
Oh, there's Lions out of the ring.
There's the two powerhouses disposed to the outside.
Oh, stomp by Candice LeRae on Cora Jade there. See what she's
Trying
gonna
to
do.
try to pull her away from the ropes. It looks like
I was about to ask where Britt Baker was. I hadn't seen her in a while in the ring.
on the outside of the ring. Look at Candice LeRae. This could be it inside the ring, and it is. And Candice is the Money in the Bank holder.
Money in the Bank for IWE.
I'm not gonna lie, if we had had the ladder match, I would have said Candice LeRae maybe the favorite with her hardcore background, but even here in a traditional six-pack challenge, Candice LeRae victorious, and look out Sasha Banks here tonight, because might have the Poison Pixie leaving Money in the Bank as the women's champ.
And we know there's one man in the back that's happy about this.
I think Candice LeRae.
Well, too late. It's too late. You would have been wrong. We already know.
I would have been wrong, I'll be honest.
All right, as he's switching gears here to, I believe this is a normal match for the Intercontinental Championship, and I wonder who Charlie Buxton's opponent is going to be.
It's me. Why?
Oh my god, it's Charlie Moss!
It's Shelton Benjamin.
No, it's Kurt Angle!
Angel.
Oh, and it could have been the Patriot too. No, it's Kurt Angle.
Well, this goes up there as for like a surprise entry. Sorry, but it's going to be the only Olympic gold medalist, technically the world champion, pro wrestling.
And IWE history.
That, but let's not forget that Charlie Buxton won the IC championship, defeating the Sandman and Tyler Breeze in a triple threat. So
No. That was the Sandman that did that.
one-on-one with Sandman.
Well, this is like
In an Extreme Rules match that would favor Sandman.
we were talking about Sandman. He's like on the opposite end of the spectrum from those wrestlers. Well, Kurt Angle would be on the polar opposite. I mean,
Sammy is not a technical wrestler. How dare you, sir?
Olympic gold medalist, former world champion everywhere he's went. I mean, we basically called him the Machine as well. I mean, this is going to be a tough fight. I don't know how you prepare for somebody like Kurt Angle with everything he knows, the years of all the wrestling, the wisdom he has. And you never know what he's going to do. But Charlie Buxton is definitely impressed early on here. And wearing that Intercontinental Championship proud. This is probably easily going to be the toughest fight so far of his young short career.
Yeah, you know, the IC title is the Workman's Championship here in IWE, and you never know who you're going to face. I mean, Kyle faced Hulk Hogan, of all people.
How was that?
Not expecting it, that is for sure.
Now, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that I'm right in saying that in the last 3 people that have held the Intercontinental Championship, 2 of them have only held it for a month. Tyler Breeze held it for a month before Sandman took it, and now Sandman held it for a month.
No, I think Tyler's held it for a couple of months, actually.
Did he retain it? Okay, I thought for some reason that he only had it for 1 month.
He was supposed to defend it at Fastlane, and then the Judgment Day had
That's
it.
right.
I guess,
that's right.
I guess Buxton technically right now is at 2 months since he won it a couple pay-per-views ago.
No, he won it last pay-per-view.
Oh yeah, Sandman, that's right.
Hell in a Cell, yeah.
It's been getting passed around like an STD. Anyway.
Well then.
It just goes to show that how many people want that championship.
Oh, I didn't know where you were going to go with that for a second after that remark.
Wasn't quite sure where to go with it after that, but
Nonetheless, Kurt Angle, I believe, has not held any gold in this company yet, and he is a former Intercontinental Champion elsewhere.
Actually, he did hold the world title for like a week. Or not a week, a month.
Yeah.
I should let people know I'm #1 wrestler, #2 is commentator, so I can't get my facts straight sometimes.
Are you the biggest #2 Sami Zayn's ever seen? I haven't. Could be. You never know.
Well, Kurt Angle has never held. Let's see. Nonetheless, he's never held this particular belt. Wanted to try to become a IWE Intercontinental Champion, and
We'll see if he can do it.
I have to say that
many months.
I have to say that the person that's held that belt the most, well, Ernest Wright.
You're right.
Every championship defense.
And this being just a normal match, I feel like this would go in the advantage of Kurt Angle because, like I said, this is right in his wheelhouse. Just have a normal straight-up wrestling match. I don't think anybody can out-wrestle Kurt Angle. There may be a couple that came close, but I think he's the top one. But Buxton bringing
Right out of the gate.
The guy's a wrestling machine.
Yeah, the frog splash already being utilized this match. A quick count there, and Angle's gonna have to be prepared for this fight, though.
Yeah.
Jimmy, you're like our IWE historian, so I'm gonna lay the burden of this question on you, because Dylan made me think about it. Has a wrestler ever held the IWE Intercontinental Championship and the World Championship in their career here?
I don't believe so. I mean, we've seen people be tag champs and then world champs, but I don't think we've ever seen a Intercontinental champion or U.S. champion go on to be the world champion.
We can have a first time here.
So you're saying we have not had an IWE Grand Slam champion yet?
Pretty much.
I was gonna say Kurt Angle did that very quickly in his WWE career. He was a Grand Slam champion, so you probably like to try that here in IWE as well. He's won just about every title you could ever put in front of him.
Except for the women's titles.
Hey, nothing's outside the realm of possibility.
I know, Santina Morella.
Santina Morella.
I thought we didn't speak of such
James Ellsworth was
Weird.
a Money in the Bank briefcase winner, I'll have you know.
Kurt Angle had Buxton right where he wanted him there, but Buxton fights out of it. This looks like a pup handle.
Oh, a gut wrench.
buster.
Got Buster into it. Is that going to be enough? Is that going to put Kurt Angle away? No, barely even a 2 count.
You know, Buxton, right out of the gate, just been very little offense from Kurt Angle. I'm kind of wondering, we've been singing the praises of Kurt Angle's career, but let's not forget Kurt Angle's gotten up there in age. Charlie Buxton's a pretty young man, obviously got a lot more youth to him and a lot more longevity, I think, in this matchup. So, I mean, that could put Kurt Angle at a
Vintage
disadvantage.
Kurt Angle
I
there
never-
with the German.
Never bet against experience, though.
I'm saying.
Too about Kurt. He's up there in age. He's slowed down the last few years.
Oh, Kurt Angle!
Has he slowed down?
I think I hear the crowd. I hear them saying, "You still got it."
Hey, take that, Brock Lesnar. I landed mine.
No, Brock Lesnar did a shooting star press. That was a moonsault.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You're
Kurt
saying he
Angle.
slowed down in
Oh
age,
my
and
goodness.
isn't going to take any high risks anymore.
And then he immediately does that.
Drew Buxton out of the ring, laying straight on his back on the floor. You know that has to take the breath out of somebody. Those hard hits to the back.
Referee starting to count, and Kurt Angle cannot win the Intercontinental title on a count out, so he goes right after Kurt Angle.
That's right. Yeah, he's well aware of that too. He already got Buxton back in the ring. That's the worst thing in a title match is to lose either by
Oh, wait a minute. Angle slam to Charlie Buxton. Is that enough?
It is.
Yes.
Kurt Angle is the Intercontinental champion.
Serve me my plate of crow.
Hey, look at Michael J. Dub here.
Dylan, you need to go get ready for your match. Your match is next.
Kurt Angle, the first now world champion and also Intercontinental champion program for the promotion of this year. Maybe if you look at that tag team title, the first Grand Slam champion. But nonetheless, I gotta go with my belt now. I'm looking for a first time United States champion. Get ready to fight Matt Riddle, so you guys be ready. I hope you guys are back in the episode.
All right. Good luck. As Poteet now leads us, we will switch gears to the United States Championship match. Ken Riddle,
This is the only match where we know everybody who's involved.
pretty much. So, what are you guys betting on here?
I don't know. Dylan was awfully impressive in that tables match against Big E, put him away awfully quickly. So I don't know.
He's certainly got momentum, but I just kind of feel with what we saw, that rivalry between Riddle and Randy Orton for the past few months, it's kind of taken Riddle to a new place, to an entirely different place, a more aggressive style of wrestling out of Riddle. And I just kind of get the feeling that maybe Dylan Poteet might be taking this a little bit lightly here. He's going to have to be aware of the fight that Matt Riddle's going to bring to him. But again, as you said though, Kyle, he went through the fire and the flames with Big E in that tables match, so maybe he is girded and ready for what's about to happen.
Poteet made his debut in a title match and unfortunately fell short. So, is he ready for this one? That's going to be the big question. I believe he fought AJ Styles for the U.S. title, fell short on that one, and here he is now going to challenge Riddle.
Another U.S. title match.
Now here's I don't remember. I believe this is another normal match. If I'm not mistaken, I'm looking at my notes here.
If it isn't, we'll be the first to know after the bell rings.
That's true. And here comes Matthew Riddle.
United States title hanging above the ring.
It's a normal match. It's the United States Championship on a pole match.
I think, Kyle, that's like one of those mirages you see, because
It's a replica belt.
I don't know. I was backstage in the locker room earlier today, and there's some weird stuff coming out of Riddle's locker room. I think I got a whiff of that, and I think it's affecting me right now.
Yeah, this theme music is, I think, a really cool idea for Matt Riddle.
different styles of wrestling here as well. Dylan Poteet, more of the kind of high flyer, quickness. Matt Riddle, very grounded, technical type wrestler. We've obviously documented his MMA background. Kind of a conflict of characteristics here. It'll be interesting to see how they mesh once the bell rings.
Pretty sure I just heard the crowd chant, "Riddle's gonna smoke you."
Okay, very rowdy Orlando crowd here then.
Yep, that's what you get for an Orlando crowd. This is my hometown here.
Is the world famous Florida man in attendance?
I don't know. He's probably all around us. This is gonna be an interesting match, guys. I mean, you guys talked about it earlier, but you never gave picks. Who do you two think is going to walk away with the United States Championship?
Gosh.
I mean, Poteet looks real determined.
I'll let you know once the bell rings. Give me like 3 seconds after the bell rings. I want to know if Riddle's already gone to that place we've seen him in last couple of months. Oh, he looks like he's already there, already egging Poteet on.
Oh, Dylan Poteet right out of the box, going right after Matt Riddle.
All right, it's been 3 seconds, Christopher.
Zaguri there. Well, John Cena just took an elbow. Says to me, Poteet's been watching the tape, so you know what? I'm gonna go with a title change. I think Poteet might have something here for Riddle.
The irony, the man who says a title change never happens when he's here for a
Wow.
One that doesn't have a title change hands here tonight.
I think then he'll hate his career forever. He might just retire and become a permanent commentator.
Matt Riddle working on the right arm there of Dylan Poteet. I don't know. I think Riddle was kind of fired up after what he's been through here recently, and I think he feels like he's got a lot to prove tonight.
One of Dylan Poteet's heroes is Jeff Hardy. You notice how he comes to the ring with his special entrance video and stuff. Poteet gonna try to channel his inner Dylan, or his inner Dylan Poteet, his inner Jeff Hardy. Goes for the cover off a splash, only a 1 count.
Inner Dylan Poteet as opposed to his outer Dylan Poteet.
Yeah, yep. Oh, Poteet, is he gonna do it again?
Oh man, I'm kind of scared.
What?
There.
Picture perfect.
Oh, a nice moonsault there. Goes for the cover on Riddle, who again kicks out at 1.
Poteet going to that high-flying offense that he's very well known for. Very at home up there on the top rope. You mentioned about his hero, Jeff Hardy. Hardy was certainly not afraid to go up to the top rope.
Ooh, Bella Buster.
I don't think Matt Riddle is fully prepared for him tonight.
I don't know. Poteet's really bringing it right now.
I mean, it's early in the match, and he could definitely make a comeback, but...
Let's not forget, too, guys, that we ended up having that rubber match between Riddle and Randy
Oh, look at
Orton.
this!
Oh,
That's a Bro Derek! Already is going for the cover on Poteet. Is that it? No, Poteet kicks out at 2.
forget, we ended up having what was a really good rubber match between
Oh,
Riddle
well, maybe I lied. I guess this turned out...
Something strange happened. We're assuming some type of an injury to the
Extreme
Viper.
Rolls?
I don't know.
I mean, even if it is...
Oh, what a knee! I think...
disqualified, he still keeps the championship.
Yeah, I think Riddle was just maybe trying to get himself disqualified. I don't. That wouldn't put it past Riddle, but like, or excuse me, I wouldn't see Riddle doing that, taking the easy way out. But
Hey, you do whatever you can to keep the gold.
I mean, Dylan's brought it to him in this match. He's been extremely
oh
impressive.
boy, what is Matt Riddle thinking here?
He's not afraid to go to the top either, as you see.
Corkscrew senton. That's what it looked like. Is that enough to put Poteet away? No, Poteet kicks out at 2.
A corkscrew senton. I'm not necessarily certain it was a corkscrew. He just changed directions in midair.
Oh, Poteet reversed. I think Matt was going for the Bro Derek, and look at this. Talk about Jeff Hardy. That's exactly who that was. Now Poteet.
Oh,
I guess is in an Extreme Rules.
Either that or the referee just doesn't care either way, but no, Dylan goes for the cover. Matt Riddle kicking out at 1.
Uh-oh, and what's Dylan Poteet thinking here? Swanton bomb! The Swanton on Matthew Riddle. Is that enough? New champion, and it is.
We're not going to hear the end of this one now.
I don't think there's enough space in this commentary head for commentary.
All right. Oh, uh-oh.
Boy, Matt Riddle,
Oh, gosh.
Matt Riddle, just a tad bit pissed off here after losing the United States title. Wow,
Yeah, I mean, that was a little crazy on Matt Riddle there, but Dylan, congratulations.
I'm not sure what happened there after, but guys, you guys like the new belt here I got?
It's
What'd I
nice.
tell ya?
Yeah, it's a nice looking belt.
great looking belt.
New
We're-
hard.
We're now moving on to the men's Money in the Bank match.
Could have been this match too.
I don't think Matt Riddle
Well, you
was
could
prepared
run
for
down
you
there in
tonight.
front
That
of
was
Walter.
impressive.
I'm sure he won't kill you.
Your chest might be a little more red, but
You see, look, I am the new IWE United States champion. You think I'm scared of anybody now?
Well, you keep
Absolutely
flashing
not.
the belt in front of my face. Of course I see it.
Here, you want to see even closer? Here, smell it.
By the way, if you guys notice the Titantron, it's not Imperium, it's Empyreum.
I think it's Fury.
It's Perry Perry, according to the logo team.
Looks like he's going by Walter tonight, but either way, this is a dangerous man. You really don't want to get.
I know we got another match going here, but did anybody pick me to win?
Actually, I did.
See, one person here was smart.
Well, I didn't make a pick, so
I didn't make
Your
it.
opinion doesn't matter. So.
the ring general, Walter, otherwise known as, also known as Punta.
Since I was the only one that picked you, I get 50% credit of that U.S. title reign.
Now look at the iron. Now look at the irony, Dylan. You're always complaining about there not being a title change whenever you're here in person. You go out there and you have a title change of your own.
I bet you guys were thinking there was not going to be a title change. I bet you guys thought.
Well, when he hit you with the Bro Derek almost immediately in the match, I thought maybe that was it.
Well, he brought the kendo stick also into the ring. So if there's anybody who's going to be upset about the result of that match, it should be Matt Riddle. I mean, I had no intentions at all to bring a weapon in the match. Thought we were going to have a good, just normal one-on-one, man-to-man fight. But he decided to play his tricks and games and stuff, and I just turned it on him. So that's his loss in my game. And that's why now I am the new United States champion.
Cody Rhodes now. There's a big threat in this match.
And Cody Rhodes has definitely he's been looking out to try to get that world title. He's had some chances the last few months, but I mean, this is a golden opportunity for somebody like him, the American Nightmare. He's always looking for that elusive world championship that a lot of people seem to think that he's needing. I don't know if he actually thinks that, but he's here, and I think he wants to prove that he can be that guy. And it starts tonight here if he can win the Money in the Bank and try to cash in and win that world title.
Whoa!
Now, is this a ladder match, or is this what we saw in the?
No, this is the same as the women's match. Another six-pack challenge.
Regardless of whether it's a six-pack challenge or a ladder match with 6 participants, Cody Rhodes, his luck in 6-man matches not all that great. Remember, he was part of that that WrestleMania #1 Contenders Battle Royal, and he was out in like the first 3 minutes.
Yeah, it seems that way. Also,
oh boy,
I want to just kind of let the producer know here that I would request lyrics in my song now that I'm the champion. If not, we may have to have the song changed.
I'm pretty sure he said the producer said you're gonna get what you get.
Wow.
Well, here comes the tribal chief.
It's Omen.
Looking to.
It's Omen. Is it an Omen?
Looking to win Money in the Bank tonight and reclaim his spot at the head of the table.
It's Old Man Reigns.
The top how the power rankings work. There's only like 4 or 5 people that keep challenging for the main title. I feel like Roman Reigns has been bouncing around. We see Cody Rhodes here. Still looking for RVD to make a return back in the picture, but nonetheless, I don't know who to pick so far in this match.
Well, we still got other people.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's only halfway through the participants, and it's already going to be a tough match. I mean, I feel like it's just a coin toss for some of these matches like this. You just don't know.
From one individual that didn't fare all that well in that 6-man over-the-top battle royal at WrestleMania in Rhodes to one that was very successful in Roman Reigns. He was the winner of that, went on to challenge Brock Lesnar at Backlash, and ended up winning the championship.
Yeah, but he's extremely frustrated with the results from last pay-per-view at Hell in a Cell. His reign is over now, and now Michael Norman's the world champion, and he wants his belt back. He always claims this as his yard, and he always tells everybody to acknowledge it. But he's going to have to prove that again to get back to the top starting tonight with the Money in the Bank. Now, is Roman Reigns a former Money in the Bank winner? I don't believe he has.
No.
I don't think anybody so far in this match is a former winner of it.
Correct.
My facts are not always the best because I kind of came here late in the going, but
This time you are actually correct. So far there are no former winners.
Look at that. He wins the title belt and he's suddenly smart.
Christopher, do you want me to get you up close?
I picked you to win. Don't give me flack.
Hello. Is that who I think it is? It
is.
MJF.
a generational talent, the one that proclaims he's better than you, and you know it. Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
All right, Dylan, you're holding the title belt. You're going to have to deliver fire promos, and here's a guy that can give you a lesson on just how to do that.
Well, you know, MJF seems like the perfect person to hold Money in the Bank.
Oh, and this is, I don't know if anybody can match up with him on the mic. He's came a long way in such a short amount of time. Like, this man's going to be a future world champion. No doubt about that. This is going to be an interesting match for him, but he is a very clever and smart performer and everything.
Now, wait a minute.
Very savvy.
Wait a minute. Now, didn't MJF win something similar to Money in the Bank in an NXT? Didn't he win like a poker chip or something?
Poker chip, yeah.
An AEW? Not NXT.
Did I say NXT? I meant AEW.
Well, it was in a very odd way, but
yeah, he got a little help.
Winner of a kind of match like this, and look, talk about somebody else that had a chip on their shoulder. Just recently actually won their first world championship as a pro wrestler, Cesaro. He won the Ring of Honor World Championship about a couple months ago, but looking here to try to get his opportunity at the IWE World Championship. One of the strongest wrestlers I think I've ever seen in my life.
I'd say maybe the strongest here on the IWE roster. We've got some big individuals, but man, his power is
the
freakish.
Giant swing, and he's done the moves like the airplane spin with not even holding his competitor up.
Not only that, but recently got himself involved in a little group called the Blackpool Combat Club.
Yeah, they're about as tough as they get. He's right in the middle of that now. The toughest, I don't know if that's the word that right, but about as bad as it gets, so.
Oh, who's going to be the last participant here?
Man, I don't know who to pick for this match. Somebody hungry? I think it's time to feed me more.
Wow, here's somebody we have not seen in a long time. Ryback.
Interesting match to come back to.
Last time we saw Ryback, it was back when this promotion was known as YWC.
That was years and years ago.
It was.
Well, this is an interesting blend of wrestlers we got for this. None of these guys here, I should say, has won Money in the Bank. A lot of
talk about those rankings, Dylan. I don't think Cesaro, Ryback, MJF, I don't think any of those guys have been in the title picture lately.
The producers laughing.
Ryback hasn't been in the picture, period, lately.
Well, this is going to be an interesting match, nonetheless.
Mind everybody here, too, earlier on we had the women's Money in the Bank match. Candice LeRae, winner of that. Maybe an X Factor there, launching herself into the title picture. Same could be said here tonight for a Cody Rhodes or Cesaro. Reigns could get back into the picture here once again.
Should we
look at Reigns going right after Walter? Big vertical suplex right off the bat.
What was that?
Attempt at who we think's gonna win. I think I'm gonna go. I don't know why. I just have a feeling that Cody Rhodes is going to pull it.
I'm pretty sure I just saw Walter turn Roman Reigns inside out with a clothesline, so I think I'm going to go with Walter.
I'm gonna go with Roman Reigns. He just, he always seems to. Every time we think, okay, he's lost the title, he's gonna try to find something else. He always finds his way back into title contention. So I'm going with Reigns.
You can hit as many power moves as you want to in this match, but you have to be in the right place at the right time. This seems like it's a type of matchup right up MJF's alley.
He was honestly going to pick my last minute. I decided to change to Cody Rhodes. I just feel
Look at that. Immediately rolls outside the ring. Great strategy there by MJF. The ring is full.
So everybody forgets he's in the match.
Exactly.
Walter's going to get thrown right.
Gotta be quite the opportunist in this type of match. So
gotta be Edge.
Hey.
Who won Money in the Bank last week?
Winner. Yeah, last Money in the Bank briefcase holder.
He's won a couple of them now in his career, so he knows how to get it done. Cody Rhodes and MJF, there's no love lost for those two. They're going right. Cody he knows MJF's style probably better than anybody in this ring.
Oh, Walter, I don't know what you're doing.
Cesaro and Walter, this is a one-on-one match I want to see.
I'm not sure what time or place we do it. Oh, look at Cesaro. Stacking them up and throwing them into each other. exposing the former world champion Roman Reigns, and Walter had nowhere to go.
Got to address the elephant in the room here as well. You know, Candice LeRae winning the briefcase could cash in here tonight. Sasha Banks later on this evening going to be defending the IWE Women's Championship on the same merit. We got the IWE World Championship as our main event here tonight, so whoever wins this Money in the Bank briefcase match here, they could cash in as early as tonight. Who knows?
Yeah, Michael Norman, the new IWE World Champion, after winning the basically a six-pack challenge inside Hell in a Cell.
What do we think? If Roman Reigns wins, wanting that revenge on Michael Norman, does he cash in?
I'm pretty sure that if Roman wins, he will cash in immediately tonight.
I get
He
that
has no
feeling.
reason to wait. He's one of those guys very impatient. He's like, I want my belt back. I want it now.
And Cesaro's been eliminated. Cesaro's been eliminated from the Royal Rumble.
Cody Rhodes and MJF finally are back inside the ring after about 5 minutes.
I'm going to ask you guys this. What does having the Money in the Bank briefcase matchups before the championship matchups, what does that do for the psyche of the champions? Because, I mean, put yourself in the shoes of Sasha Banks and Michael Norman. You want to win your match. You want to retain the title by any means necessary. But at the same time, you know that that possibility is lurking where you might have to have another matchup before the night's over. So you kind of want to preserve some strength, preserve a little bit of, cardio there just in case. You might not necessarily want to put 110% into your title defense.
Honestly, I think they shouldn't let that distract them. I don't think they should let Money in the Bank distract them. Focus on the. I think they should focus on the task at hand, and then whatever happens afterward happens.
I've watched Cody Rhodes outside the ring. He has just been targeting MJF from the start of this match, and he could have went back in the ring, but he went all in the ring just to do that.
There's some history between those two.
That's to say, there's no love.
Oh, look at Walter. Walter and Cesaro. What's happening here? Oh my God! No way!
Powerbomb right off the top
What in the
turnbuckle.
world? He's going for the pin, and nobody's in the ring to see it.
MJF?
MJF? Oh, I guess he broke it up.
I think he pushed Walter off, and Cesaro was able to get his left shoulder off the mat.
Oh, what is? Oh my God!
Pile driver.
Wow, with the spear on Walter looks like inside the ring. He's going for the
Sharpshooter.
And nowhere to. Oh, he got. Oh, Walter.
Rope
long
break.
arms.
How do we have a?
It's the same thing like in the women's match. There's no DQ, but rope break is still on.
Boy, we need to have a little talk with the officials here after tonight's here.
Who's right in these matches? We need to talk to them. Oh, Snake Eyes right there by Cesaro. MJF is going in the ring. He seems to be the only person that's self-aware of what's going on with the pins. He's broken up the last couple and saved the match.
Why he's my pick?
That's what I'm saying. You go back to what you said, though. He's very savvy. He knows what's going on. He picks his poison in his moments. And even Cody Rhodes, surprise, surprise, are back at it again. Now Cesaro wants to join in on this. Cesaro's starting to kind of see more recently how MJF works. He's not wasting any time. And Cody Rhodes is hype train.
Join it.
Ryback are
Oh, wait a minute. Look at this. Cody Rhodes. Crossroads. Goes for the cover. MJF is down. Is that going to be it?
It is!
Cody
Wow!
Rhodes.
The American Nightmare is Mr. Money in the Bank, and I think it was his time, and he picked his poison. He had to be at the right place at the right time, and Cesaro was all over Jeff and had his guard down for just a second. Crossroads and 1, 2, 3 for Cody Rhodes.
What about it, Dylan? He's been in the title picture a few times. Now he gets to pick his moment of when he wants to challenge for that title.
Could this be Cody Rhodes' moment to finally become world champion? I guess we'll find out now. We'll have to keep an eye on him now. It could be tonight. It could be a year from now. Who knows?
Absolutely. And we're going to switch gears here now to what I 100% know is a Tornado Tag Team Extreme Rules match between Cole Squared and their title challenging opponents.
You 100% know this.
Yes, I do.
Then I have my notes.
Well,
And it's the Bullet Club, Gallows and Anderson. Boy, we've seen a lot of the Bullet Club over the last few months.
Yeah, but I mean, if you think about it, Gallows and Anderson, if they're successful tonight, then there'll be 4 members of the Bullet Club that have held tag team gold here in IWE. We ended up having Hangman Adam Page and Kenny Omega hold those title belts going into WrestleMania.
Well, they're here to collect belts and the gold and all the money and stuff. Michael Norman right now is the world champion, and now Gallows and Anderson want to bring more gold to the Bullet Club once again. They don't go away, that's for sure. We've already read the Bullet Club. They're back here again. Now, this time, like you said, these two are now going for tag team titles.
The Good Brothers.
So will it be a good ending for them tonight? Well, the unlikely pairing of Seth and Adam Cole has definitely been intriguing to watch the last few months, but it's worked out. It's been one of the more successful things, like in terms of wrestlers we've had recently, and they've really, I think they can say, surprised a lot of people, including us, I would say. Their chemistry seems to be getting better every time we see them back competing. They're becoming a team to be reckoned with, honestly.
But I remember a point that Jimmy made back at Hell in a Cell when we were in another tornado-style tag team match, where he said that, you know, we've not really seen them be there for each other. And when we had the tornado-style matchup, they didn't have to be. They were able to kind of have their own 1v1 matchups, take care of their own business. With it being another similar matchup here tonight, again, might play into the favor of the champs.
I think they've learned.
And not to mention that Seth Cole pretty much just about killed himself with the whole Hell in a Cell last week or last month.
Seen Rey Mysterio since last month either. I mean, it was wild. That whole last sequence of that match was incredible, honestly.
Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton, both of them on the injured list right now.
Yeah, we've had some rough couple of months here for some of these wrestlers, and but yeah, I think Adam Cole and Seth Cole definitely, like you said, they kind of just pick one opponent and they gotta just have their own individual fights throughout the match, and it seems to be working out. I think it's like a business kind of deal with these two. As long as they're tag team champions, all that matters. They do their own thing and watch goes back. It's a very untraditional kind of tag team, but if they keep winning, it doesn't matter. Who could it be now? Now here comes Seth Cole. Like a newcomer, he's really held his own. Like I said, Adam Cole's been around the block for a little bit, but like I said, these two got paired together, either by their last name or not. We're not quite sure. We didn't make the decision, but it's worked out nonetheless. And this unlikely pairing has definitely been fun to watch the last couple of months. And hopefully, Seth will have to take any measures and almost end somebody else's career like Rey Mysterio tried to do.
Talk about unlikely pairings that have been successful. It's not the first time we've seen this in the history of wrestling. I mean, you look back over the years, you've had the likes of Kane and Daniel Bryan.
Kane and X-Pac.
Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns.
Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns right there in IWE, yeah. So, I mean, those unlikely pairings go on to have unlikely success.
Also, you can also say Sheamus and Cesaro.
Yeah, that rivalry turned into a tag team, yeah.
Yeah, had that best of 7, then eventually went on to be tag champs together.
Look at these two teams here, Gallows and Anderson. No strangers to holding tag team gold. They've held tag team titles all around the world, really.
Yeah,
so looking to get their hands on the IWE tag titles tonight.
Add to their collection, that's for sure. They're here to collect and take it and leave it.
Extreme Rules Tornado Tag Team Action. Here we go.
He's really into this matchup. Bell hasn't even rung, and he's already inhaling half the oxygen of Orlando.
I was honestly wondering if he was about to have a stroke again.
I could have very well have had a stroke right there.
We need to make a T-shirt and just have the word "stroke" on it, and just have you wear it, because we never know when you're having a stroke.
Stop making fun of me.
I haven't though. Well, it didn't take long for the Good Brothers to start working on the champs, and They're definitely in control so far of this match. Adam Cole's having to deal with Luke Gallows right now. Big size difference with those two. I think, didn't these two actually have a match recently, or am I just imagining they were in a match together?
Gallows and Cole?
I think it was a couple of pay-per-views ago when Gallows and Anderson made their debut.
I think they actually, this is the second time these two teams
Or by Anderson and
Oh,
Seth Cole able to kick out.
yeah, I think actually, yeah. Cole Square actually defended their belts against the Good Brothers and won. So this is actually the second match between these two teams. It wasn't really brought up, and I just thought about it. But Cole Square has their numbers right now on the Good Brothers, and you know they're definitely here for revenge. And Gallows is showing off to the crowd with a kind of obvious taunt. Adam Cole's trying to
It's the
fight.
size of Luke Gallows.
I was ready for Kyle to say that was going to be a 15-yard penalty. Darn it.
That was,
I was
think that was
ready for it, Kyle. You let me down.
I think that was a tiger suplex there. Adam Cole got dropped right on his head. I think he's been dealing with some concussion issues recently too. And
Things have been going fast and furious in this match. I didn't even notice the chop blocks. So,
Ooh.
Punch right there by Luke Gallows, and
look at
Seth Cole is
Seth on the outside here. If Gallows and Anderson going after Adam Cole.
Almost looks like he's turned his back.
Bro, what the heck is he doing?
I was actually just bringing up the fact that I thought their chemistry had been getting better, and well, this is that untraditional ways of these two. For some reason, they just—it's like they work together. But
look at the size difference between Luke Gallows and Seth Cole. I mean that.
Well, Luke Gallows by himself is just probably could handle both of these guys on his own. He's just like twice their size. Adam Cole's even smaller than Seth, so and Gallows is not.
And this is more, and I mean that more of a.
Oh no.
That's me being more impressed with the height of Luke Gallows. I have no right to talk about people being, short.
Luke Gallows, like on the hardest part of the ring, right there on the edge of the apron, on his back. You know that has to take the breath out of you. And the weapons are coming out. What is Seth going to bring out? He's got a ladder.
Oh, a ladder?
Oh, we didn't get to see a ladder in any of the Money in the Bank matches, so we're going to see one now, I guess.
I was just thinking the same thing here.
Oh, what is this? Look at the strength by Luke Gallows. And that ladder's right behind them.
Where's that ladder?
Oh, they missed it. I'm really sad. Boo. Adam Cole is...
Oh! Well, he hit him with it.
He's hitting with the ladder, covered by Carl Anderson.
Whoa!
Adam Cole just kicking out.
Seth Cole's getting his butt kicked out there. He just had a powerbomb hit him. Now, see, he's back in the ring now, Luke Gallows.
This match has been pretty one-sided here. The Good Brothers have been in complete control.
Seth Cole better use that.
Oh!
Right across the face of Luke Gallows.
Gallows blocking that ladder with his head.
Yeah, he tried to. Not very effective for him. And now he's getting smackdown laid on by Seth Cole. He's still not to make it off his feet.
Oh, look out, crowd.
Look out. Oh, Seth's going to pick him up.
Oh, look at the... Oh, wow.
Whoa, what the heck was that?
I don't know, but he's going for the pin now.
I believe he calls that the pirate plunge.
I think Carl Anderson was surprised by what he just saw. Oh, the springboard moonsault here.
It's the pirate's moonsault.
Clearly R.
Oh, what?
I bet it was rated R.
No.
Oh, gosh. Cole just sent John Cena to the brig.
I think you underestimated how far away Luke Gallows was, and he frog splashed just John Cena. Seth Cole all of a sudden is in control of this match. Oh!
Nope, that was the pirate's plunge. My bad. Goes for the cover on Anderson, and oh my goodness.
Luke Gallows, that was Luke Gallows who tried to cover there, and
It's too much stuff going on right now.
putting away.
I thought Seth Cole. Oh no, the sledgehammer.
Now with the sledgehammer, taking a page out of the Triple H playbook.
Oh my goodness, and it went flying. Oh wow. Arm drag there by Seth Cole as Adam Cole is having his hands full out there. Carl Anderson.
Submission here in the middle of the ring, kind of almost the modified camel clutch.
Will he make the big man tap as Carl Anderson's recognizing it? Oh, okay, never mind. There he's not. Oh, he just got kicked in the face. And Seth Cole might be in trouble now.
Oh! The backbreakers in the background.
Smart. This is smart by Adam Cole. Take Carl Anderson completely out of the equation.
And I don't think
Gallows
it's
sees that and, well, tried to...
and it's not going anywhere either. So if he would have tapped outside the ring, it wouldn't have mattered. So that wouldn't have really hurt them.
You're correct. Anything
Oh, Seth Cole!
has to be made in the ring.
Seth Cole over here being a little high flyer tonight. Man.
Oh, he's got the sledgehammer again.
He's going to run
in the corner.
Okay. He only wants to attack Luke Gallows.
Oh!
Kidney. That's going to hurt. Oh, and he's now made the big man mad.
Oh, you don't want to make the big man mad.
Versus...
Look at that. Oh, there it is again.
Right on Gallows' face.
And Anderson in there to break up the count.
Death is taunting at a really...
It's like an inadvertent double team right there. Yeah. Carl Anderson flung Adam Cole on top of his own partner.
This is just mayhem going on. Adam Cole has been outside the ring more than inside the ring. I'm trying to figure out what's happening with Seth. Oh! Missed a cross body there. And he's trying to reverse to get out of it. Luke Gallows going to throw him out of the ring. He's also out of the Royal Rumble. And Luke Gallows eliminated himself.
Just eliminated himself.
What's Gallows looking for? Oh, he's got a baseball bat.
Oh! Seth Cole takes an elbow to the knee.
Seth intercepting that baseball bat there. Now Carl Anderson all by himself in the ring, and now he rolls to the outside to join in.
Anderson doesn't know what he wants to do here. Now he drops him right on that TV monitor.
What?
That whatever that thing is called. That stretch of, I don't know what the hell it's called.
Let's just go with the apron.
Okay, Jimmy?
Jimmy,
No, I'm not. Wait a minute. Look at this in the ring. Gallows with a power bomb. Sit down power bomb. Is that enough to win the tag titles?
Cole is nowhere to be seen. Oh! Wow, I cannot believe it's not. I thought that was it right there.
I thought that was 3.
So did Luke Gallows.
I think that was a rather slow count there by Ernest Wright. I think the Good Brothers might have a gripe about this afterwards.
Look out. Adam Cole got the
Oh!
Carl Anderson out, and he's setting up the okay. Look out. Anderson gets thrown out of the ring. You would think these two would work together, but again, no.
I mean, I guess that's inadvertently working together because Adam Cole set the ladder up in the ring and Seth Cole used it. Now Seth Cole looking underneath the ring for something again. Can't see what it is. I think it's a chair.
Oh, on TV. Oh, Adam Cole.
Oh, wait, Gallows in the ring again. Oh, I think that was a Dominator. A Dominator goes for the cover on Seth Cole.
And it's over.
The Good Brothers. Good Brothers are the new tag team champions. And more gold goes over to the Bullet Club.
I didn't even see the chair get brought into the ring, but then all of a sudden the Dominator on the chair is what it took to take Seth Cole out, and just like that, the Bullet Club has collected more championship gold.
And for Gallows and Anderson, only their second match here on an IWE pay-per-view, and they're tag team champs.
Now it begs the question. Now it's 1-1. Do we think we'll have a rubber match between these two teams, maybe down the road?
That's very possible.
Man,
And a 4-star rated match by the viewers. I completely agree that match was good. But gentlemen, we're switching gears now to the IWE Women's Championship match. I wonder who's going to be the one to challenge Sasha Banks.
Yeah, how perfect is it here? Money in the Bank 1 year ago at this very pay-per-view, Sasha Banks winning the briefcase and cashed in.
Oh.
well, I think we
She's got
got
quite
the answer.
she's got quite the challenge on her hands here. Jessica Shelton getting a shot at the title tonight.
2-time women's champion here in IWE.
She wants her gold back. She hasn't had the belt since, I believe it was Elimination Chamber when she lost that belt. So it's
Yeah, she's been away since then too.
yeah, we hadn't seen her in a while, but nonetheless, I think she's ready to get her belt back.
Well, we'll see if she can outpace Sasha Banks for it.
She has a 2-time women's champion. Has anybody else been a multi-time women's champion in IWE?
Women's champion, no.
Well, guys, It's bank time. It is boss
It's
time.
Banks time. Ha! It's a good thing you're sitting all the way down here.
Just
Well,
gonna be one of
nonetheless.
those nights, isn't it? Well, guys, Sasha Banks knows what it's like to cash in. Case. Get to know what it's like to be cashed in on. Candice LeRae, backstage, gonna be keeping a very watchful eye on this matchup. Could feel that tonight is the time to strike, just mere hours after winning the briefcase earlier on this evening.
And you know, even Jessica Shelton has to be fully aware of that too. I mean,
Right.
she has the possibility of winning this belt back tonight, and that her reign could be as short as Rey Mysterio, honestly.
Well, let's not forget,
Wow.
remember how Sasha Banks ended up winning the belt? Bayley won the title, and Sasha Banks, just mere moments afterwards, cashed in. Bayley, I think at this point, has the shortest title reign in IWE.
Yeah, I mean,
And we've seen cash-ins, you know, at Money in the Bank.
Yes.
At the Money in the Bank pay-per-view for the women's title. We saw Alexa Bliss do it in 2018. We saw Liv Morgan do it last year. So it could very well happen again tonight. Candice LeRae just gonna sit back and try to pick her spot. Maybe tonight. Who knows?
definitely going to be interesting to see how these two are. I'm not sure
Oh,
if these two
Bailey
had a
did, Bailey
one-on-one.
did it too here a few years ago, back in 2019, I want to say.
Yeah, to split the belts back up off of Becky Lynch.
Well, you know Sasha's
Cashed
going
in
to
on Charlotte.
Well, you know Sasha's going to do everything she can to keep that belt. I mean, she worked hard to get in that position to take that belt. And she is better than anybody to know like what the situation is. She should be able to hopefully see what's going to happen. But like I said, it can happen and at least expect it. I mean, she may have a hell of a fight here and not even be able to get out of this ring on her own. And that would be maybe the perfect opportunity for Candice LeRae to cash in. It doesn't matter what the situation is. Win the championship, it doesn't matter.
And Candice LeRae didn't have to go through a rolling ladder match this
That is
year,
true.
but, I mean, it's still a very, very physical six-pack challenge. But
And she's had a little bit of time to kind of recover from that match. We've had a few matches since then, and maybe has gotten some of her stamina back up. And I mean, I don't think it matters to these competitors. They want to just go out there. If they have an opportunity to become the world champion, women or men, they're going to go and take it. If we get a little like cross-arm neck breaker there, by Sasha Banks on Jessica Shelton.
Sasha Banks wasting no time here trying to put Jessica Shelton away as quickly as possible, just in case there's a cash in. But that's no easy thing to do here, Jessica Shelton, as we mentioned, a two-time women's champion, a very tough a fight. So.
And Sasha Banks, really, like you said, wasting no time here, taunting Jessica Shelton. And right there, the knees, double knees, taking down Jessica.
Right there.
Double knees, normally you have one knee on either side of the head. That double knees, both knees were applied to the left shoulder of Jessica Shelton, so we'll see how that plays out. That could have inflicted some pain there.
Well, speaking of head, we saw Jessica Shelton there reverse with a headbutt of her own there. You can see what she's willing to do to try to win back the women's title. I don't think she really cares about her own health right now. She just wants her belt back.
Shelton really taking some punishment here. Let's see, look at this. Oh my gosh, I'm not even sure what that was.
It was like a package like slam or something. I'm not even sure. Now she's sitting there working on the arm of Sasha Banks. The champion definitely is reeling right now and having to try to figure out what she's going to do. And a drop kick to the knee there.
Shelton trying to build some momentum up right here, stomping away at the face of Sasha Banks.
Hard for Shelton to go after the arms, of course. A lot of the leverage for the bank statements. Oh, look at this.
Look at this. Caught her into like this chokehold.
A
Sasha Banks
submission.
very well known for submissions. Jessica Shelton kind of saying, hey, I can put submissions on you too.
And she had her in a very vulnerable spot. She wasn't even close to the rope where she can reach it. She was facing away from it, but was able to get out of it. Now, so she's back in control. So we use the rope. She's going to do a little acrobatic little arm drag here.
Goes for the cover on Jessica Shelton. Is that enough? No, Shelton kicks out.
And there could be a little bit of ring rust for Jessica Shelton. We haven't seen her in the last couple of months, and that always plays a factor. Being away from the ring, sometimes you have to kind of get your footing back, and she goes flying out of the ring. Definitely not having her footing there.
eliminated from the Royal Rumble. Oh, this is a Falls Count Anywhere match. That's right.
Boy, I really wish the producers would leave us some leave us some good notes here on our commentary to let us know what these matches are.
Bank statement on the outside. Will Jessica Shelton tap out?
What's she gonna do?
Oh, she reversed it into a pin. Referee.
Well, that was unfortunate for Jessica Shelton there. It was a great reversal, but poorly executed by the referee to actually do his job.
In one way, with this being a Falls Count Anywhere, this helps Sasha Banks' efforts in the fact that, you guys will remember, we had that submission match where Banks defended the title. One of the big issues when she would go for the bank statement as a Bulldog there is she would have her opponent too close to the ropes. Now she can go for that bank statement anywhere and doesn't have to worry about a rope break.
That is true. That was a big issue.
That was against Liv Morgan, and yeah, there's a couple times in that match where I thought some mistakes would come back and possibly cost us. And speaking of mistakes, right there, Sasha Banks misjudging the distance between her and Shelton.
Able to shake it off and get right back on the offense here. Shelton, I don't know if she knows where she's at right now.
Again.
Well, goes for the cover. I don't know what's happening here.
Put her away.
Jessica Shelton may have either been knocked out or something.
Yeah, she might have been hurt.
I don't think.
Referee might have made a call there.
Well, I was starting to question both competitors there. I mean, remember earlier in the match, Jessica did do a headbutt and a couple of hits there to the head. I don't know if maybe she got her bell rung there or something, but she wasn't really right for the last about minute or two of that fight.
We've been talking about it. I think maybe the possibility of a cash-in kind of got into the heads of both of them.
Yeah, and Sasha was struggling there at the end too, so I'm not quite sure what happened.
Yeah, Sasha Banks retains the title in an average match. We're going to switch gears here now for our main event.
You want to tell her it was an average match? She'll put you in the bank statement, Jimmy.
I'm pretty sure this is a normal match. Michael Norman defending his title, but against who, guys?
Probably some other chump. See ya, chump. Oh. Well, I'm going to retract my statement. It's not called.
It's Ricky Vaughn. No, it's not.
Speaking of the Blackpool Combat
John
Club,
Moxley.
Well, talk about somebody that gives no, you know what? We'll fight you until you bleed, until you're knocked out. I mean,
here's the thing. Jimmy just announced this as a normal match. There's no such thing as a normal match with John Moxley.
Yeah.
Come on.
Nothing about this man is normal. Nothing. This man wants to hurt everybody in the ring with. John Moxley looking at
sometimes including himself.
Yeah, whatever it takes to win. But he's looking, I believe, to get his first world championship here at IWE. And
hey, wait a minute. Who's that with Michael?
I think there's another member of the Bullet Club here.
That's Jay White.
You're right.
Jay White is here. Interesting. It seems like
The numbers keep growing.
Seems like more and more members of the Bullet Club. You know, it's not just one company thing. They're across the world. They're like everywhere. And Jay White definitely not from around these parts. Usually see him in New Japan Wrestling, and here he is tonight in Orlando with Michael Norman to represent the Bullet Club in this world title match.
Well, guys, we've seen the Bullet Club try and have the tag team titles and the world championship at the same time. With Gallows and Anderson winning the tag team titles just moments ago, they've successfully done that, but now the question is, can Michael Norman preserve the main title belt here tonight, and they leave with all the gold?
It's possible. Definitely.
Well, I wouldn't say all the gold, but most of it.
But all the gold that they've gone for, we've yet to see any member of the Bullet Club challenge for either the IC title or the US title.
That's true.
Definitely going to be an interesting fight, nonetheless. I mean,
And the added factor of Jay White.
this is going to be a tough fight for Michael Norman. Even with Jay White in his corner, I mean, John Moxley, we already spoke about it. He will fight you until you bleed, until you can no longer fight. This man has no, restraints, no limits, nothing. He will keep going. I think he enjoys the pain. So that's not good for our champion here, who's hoping not to have a short 1 month reign as IWE champion.
But if this really is a normal match, and we've got champion's advantage, is that something that could be the downfall of someone like Jon Moxley?
Well, I look back to in previous months when we've had the Bullet Club have other members come out with them. They seem to be pretty tamed of not interfering in the match. They're kind of more like just bystanders, just kind of watching as spectators. So, I mean, it could change tonight.
So it could be like a scare tactic.
Distraction, but
Yeah, a scare tactic if you think about it.
yeah.
And we haven't seen Jay White, so that theory could be completely wrong. I mean, he could definitely play a big factor in this match. And right off the bat here, like a reverse suplex. I'm like, that was a new interesting move I hadn't seen Michael do before. And you get the brawler of Jon Moxley. He's not really afraid to beat up, anybody there is and bring the fight to him.
I know it's been a month since Hell in a Cell, but I mean, just what did that matchup take out of Michael Norman? How much has he been able to recover? Is he at 100% here tonight in this title defense?
Well, he didn't fall off the cell, so that's
True.
positive. He didn't fall through the cell, also a positive. I mean, I think he's back. I honestly like to say I don't think he had a lot of bad moments in that match. He was pretty conservative about that, and I think he should be mostly 100%. But I mean, 100% or not, I don't know how prepared you can get against somebody like Jon Moxley, who's going to be coming at you the entire match non-stop like he is right now.
And Jon Moxley trying to add to his championship belt collection, a former WWE champion. He's the current AEW World Champion.
Current and 3-time AEW World Champion.
Yeah,
3-time AEW World Champion, and now he's trying to get an IWE Championship to his name, and as he goes for the cover right now.
Yeah, I think he's doing all right. He's kind of doing that other stuff on the side. We know he's mainly here, but he
I'm
just
trying
does
to
it for
go
fun.
way back in my memory, which is always a mistake because I can't even remember what I had for breakfast, but
That's always good.
it seems like I remember Dean Ambrose, or Jon Moxley, whichever you want to call him. He at one time held a title belt in YWC. I think it was a mid-card title, either the Intercontinental title or the US title, but I can't remember which one.
So it seems he's not shy to like the gold at any.
He's also under the Dean Ambrose persona. He was also a former United States champion.
And a tag team champion.
He's kind of one of those wrestlers that kind of went around the block and has won just about all the belts you can get.
I think
He also ran a hot dog cart, lest we forget.
was Moxley ever Intercontinental title? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
Yes, I believe he did.
So then he's a Grand Slam champion.
He beat Seth Rollins for it one time.
Moxley really bringing it to Norman.
Actually, I think you're right, Kyle, because I think that all three members of the Shield have actually been Grand Slam champ.
Michael Norman goes for the pin here. He's trying to get himself back in this match. It's kind of been mostly Moxley, but he's starting to work his way back into the match. He's trying to slow the pace down. That's, I think, Michael's style. He tries to slow the pace of the match down and try to keep Moxley down and grounded as he is and not let him get his momentum going.
Saw Candice LeRae opt to not cash in her briefcase tonight.
That is true.
We have Cody Rhodes waiting in the wings here in this matchup.
Oh my goodness.
Norman inside out goes for the cover.
Is that enough to put Norman away? Moxley looking for it. No, Norman kicks at it too.
That was a clothesline that knocked Hangman Page out in real life recently. I don't think he's afraid to give those to anybody else.
Oh, Moxley looking for something there. Norman able to fight out of it.
I think Norman is expecting this not to be an easy fight. I mean, you have to really wear down somebody like Jon Moxley. I mean, he's part of the Blackpool Combat Club. He and Cesaro and others are definitely some tough customers for sure. You have to really work on. And the foot, yep, the foot was under the rope there for Moxley. Unfortunately for a champion, wouldn't get that pin.
First time we've seen Michael Norman defending the title in a 1v1 matchup. We've seen him in 1v1 matchups trying to get the championship, most notably against Roman Reigns. So
No, it wasn't. It was Drew McIntyre.
Well,
Oh, you hit.
Norman,
I'm pretty sure he
Moxley just
pretty sure he challenged Reigns as well.
I don't believe so. It was always he had two matches against Drew and didn't get him.
Michael Norman, I think we may have been going for his finisher there and got it reversed. Moxley was in trouble there. Now he's back in control. Oh, as I say that, I'm drawing again. Oh, and you know what? They're going to start trading back and forth.
Yep.
Northern Light suplex by Moxley onto the champ. Stop to the back of the head. Like I said, Moxley, he's like a brawler. He knows where it hurts. He'll do what he has to do to win.
Moxley to the top rope.
Can't see him, but he's down on
This
the
is
far
not-
side there.
Not really much of Moxley's game is up on the top rope. Oh, I think that was a punch to the face on the way down. Look at his
That was an elbow right to almost the bridge
Look
of
at-
the nose.
Look at Mox. Oh,
I'm not sure. Oh,
Dirty deeds.
is this it?
I believe he calls that the paradigm shift now.
Well, you saw Norman on the way down had his foot on the rope. I think he was aware of where he was already getting prepared for a rope break. And I
He
think
also had his left arm under the rope there too.
And that was unfortunately there for Moxley. We could have potentially had our new champion there, but Moxley turns our champion
Gosh.
inside out, and now he's calling from up on to his feet.
I believe this Dirty Deeds is called the paradigm shift.
There it is again. But it's-
That enough? Is Norman too close to the rope?
Oh no! Oh, Moxley is pulling a page out of Sasha Banks' book and staying too close to the ropes in an important match.
Look at Moxley just busted open.
I always question his sanity sometimes.
All you have to do is poke John Moxley's head and he bleeds.
That's true.
Who is he, Ric Flair?
I mean, he may be the modern day one in terms of
John
that.
Moxley's head is like
Oh.
Carson Wentz.
Oh my goodness! That was like a brainbuster, like a package brainbuster, and it was enough.
New champion, John Moxley.
Well, just like that, and new IWE champion. Blood streaming down his face, and a championship now in his possession. And Michael Norman doing the ring here. Moxley's in his hand, and look at this. Both bloodied up, and Norman, even though it's only a 1 month reign in the ring, and he is showing his respect to the new champion, John Moxley, in a hard-fought match here in the main event.
What is life? Both got a championship and all but one title changed hands.
You know, things are going right.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next time here on IWE.